Okay, so now I want to talk about something really small, but it could be really useful. So right here we have only three different components. I'm sorry, four components. The index, the news list, and news list, it's calling the news list item. Good. So now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just code something, and then I'm gonna explain you what's going on. I'm gonna the news list right here is a self-closing tag. I'm not gonna do this, and I'm gonna go right here at the bottom, and I'm gonna say news list. I'm not gonna pass a self-closing tag any longer. And if we reload this, it's loading again. We get the same result. It's still gonna work. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say hello dudes, whatever. So I'm passing a text, I'm putting a text inside the news list. And if we check right here, we don't have that text. So whenever we call this component, we are passing some props right here. So what information we put inside here, inside the tag, is going to be passed as props as well. So if I go right here, of course, we don't have access to that information because we are not calling it. But if I go right here at the top and say props, I make a reference to this props right here, and I'm going to say dot, and I'm going to use a very special keyword. It's a reserved keyword. It's going to be children. And we go right here at the top. Okay, it's loading. It's a little bit slow. Wait for it. Okay, there we go. So now we are getting hello dudes. Okay, so this works. Whatever information we put inside the tag is going to be passed as props and then children. And this is just some dumb text, but we can put whatever we wish. We can put, for example, an H3 tag saying the news are whatever. And then, of course, this is going to be passed as props right here, and we are accessing through props the children. You can put whatever code you like. This could be like 1,000 lines of code. Doesn't matter. It's going to still be passed as props. And even though you're passing a tag like an H3 or div, it's not going to be rendered as text. It's going to be rendered as an actual div. In this case, an actual H3 tag. So okay. So you have these access to props to children. It's a really small feature, but it could be really handy. And one more thing before we go to the next thing. Why are we doing this? Why are we passing this news item when we were just doing the JSX right here with the map? We are creating more code and doing a news list item to render that data. But it was working right here with the map. Why are we doing this? Well, this is modular JavaScript. This is the main idea of doing this. You always need to chop everything into single pieces of code because then it's going to be easier to work with. Let's assume that this application is going to get a lot bigger. So you're going to have tons of variables, tons of functions doing something different right here. So maybe in the future, you just need to modify something real slim inside each item. So you're gonna need to enter this file, look all the functions, find the one that it's returning that data, and then make the change, make the modification. But in this case, you know that you have an item on each news, and then you can go to this element that is gonna have just a few lines of code, and you can make the change, make the adjustment. Okay. That's good. That's enough for now. We're going to move forward to the next section, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about styles. We're going to extend our knowledge about styles. And of course, we're going to style this because it's really fugly. Okay, let's go to the next section.